shearing a fuzzy Holland slash small fuzzy that might be matted. This is Princess Bubblegum. She is quite often matted. She gets major shoulder pads right here, not for lack of brushing or lack of care, just the coat texture is always incorrect. She is a fuzzy Holland. So anyways, just wanted to kind of go over how to groom one of these guys up, knowing that there's going to have to be some shearing that occurs. So I've already done part of it because I forgot that I was supposed to do this video for them. So what I've done here is on the underside, I've taken my clippers, and you never go towards the body like this. You're going to go away from the body and kind of trim out. You're not going to press against the skin because that's going to cause irritation. And you're just going to kind of dig out any of those mats or thickness, any sort of thickness. And you're just going to kind of move away and pull the hair away from the body without actually scraping across the skin. So she gets quite a bit of thickness around her legs, around her hind end, around where her tail is. And it's just because it's a really fine coat with a lot of density and not a lot of strong guard hair. You can see down through here, there's quite a bit of matting. What I'm doing is running this shears away from the body and getting that double coat out. I think part of her problem is I'm always shaving her, which means she's never getting the opportunity to grow in the correct coat. But I'm always shaving her because I've always missed the cycle of her molts. Again, just kind of moving away from the body, getting that extra density out, extra fiber, extra felting. Don't ever do her back because her back never does anything. It's always in really good condition. Pile here. See, we got a little bit more of the double coat right there, so I'm just going to very carefully get that out. Once I've hit coat that's fine and got the correct structure right here, just going to see it. See how it kind of falls apart and it looks good. Right here is a little bit of double coating, so I'm going to get that out of there. But this up here all moves freely, so I'm going to leave that alone. Just trying to get that double coat out. So there, and then her longer coat just kind of lays over it, and you can't really tell that she's got a hot mess under there. So for the shoulders, I take this a couple of different ways. She's got a pretty significant mat, and I just sheared her probably like a month ago. She just grows in really fast, and it's really dense, and it's just not that correct coat. So I'm going to pull coat away until I find a space in the mat that I can get behind it. Keep the ear up. Sure that I'm not getting her ear or her eye. I'm just going to kind of pull that coat away from the body. Because I do her so frequently, you can see she just kind of chills out. She's like, yay, I'm going to be able to move again. I have an entire farm of different critters, and some have a purpose, and like growing fiber, and some of them are just for pets and for me to do educational videos on shearing. I'm not pulling so hard that it's pulling the skin. I'm just pulling that mat away from the body. I'm not digging into the skin. I'm just very gently moving that mat away from the body. Just kind of doing like a scooping motion. Because it helps break up that mat. chose to do this, and I also decided to, you know, grade the road at the same time. So she just pulled away a little bit because I got a little close to the skin. I did not nick her, but it was still uncomfortable. And doing that dig, you start to see it kind of peeling away. Once I get a section done, I'll go ahead and try to clip that off. Easy girl. And I'll try to get behind the other mat that's starting here. It's closer to the skin. She does not have mites or anything. This is just her coat structure. I try to keep her, in the summer especially, I try to just keep her clipped down to where she's got a hole into nothing. But you can see here this huge section that I was able to dig out. And she's not red or anything in here. Just all nice and clean and away from her skin. Open up that mat. It's a little close to her face. That's why she's got it going on there. So her eye is here. It's all down the front here. So vibration and fear of being nicked. What I'm going to do here is just kind of open that up again. I have another pair of shears. These are incredibly sharp. So when you're using these, you have to be incredibly careful. But what I can do is I can open the mat as well, kind of pull. It's not near as much comfortable as like here around her face. Pull off bigger chunks so I can kind of see what I'm doing to get down in here. So like this huge piece right here is nothing but mat. And you have to be really careful with these because they trim through skin like crazy. They're not something that, do not run with these scissors, how's that? But I can open up these mats. You see how quickly they open up the mats. Again, you gotta be really careful not to tag the skin. Now that I've got a little bit of density out, using this tool. Protect her eye, protect her face. And the chunk comes right off. And you be careful to never get her ear in there. What I'm doing is I'm pulling the skin away. Notice I'm not moving towards her with the shears at all. Just kind of moving away. Protecting her face. This is a high friction area, so it's going to create quite a bit of difficulties. coming in closer to her leg, so I need to make sure that I'm not hitting her leg with these shears either. Just kind of peels it out. Try not to get her ear. He's also incredibly wrinkly rabbit, so I need to make sure that I'm not catching all of her little skin pieces. Big chunk, I throw it out now. We'll clean it up later with the rake. So I still have this little bit of a pile up here, so I'm pulling the skin tight so I can get underneath. So my hand back here is pulling the skin tight. I'm going to post a video, a picture of her when she's finished. But that's how you go through and you get some of these little natty critters cleaned up.